Give me one sec here, get some stuff dialed in, get some music going. How's everybody doing tonight? What's up, Refining Fire? How you doing, man? Figured to do a little slower paced style show tonight. We're gonna do single knife at a time. We're gonna kind of do minimum advertised prices. So every knife that you see is minimum advertised price allowed by the manufacturer. So as a dealer in the knife industry, you have to follow the rules, and that's how we keep things fun for everybody, because then there's very little undercutting that happens and things like that. So there's minimum prices that are set for certain brands. The only time that you're going to find prices lower than these on a lot of this stuff is if you're seeing like a private party seller. I'm going to do my best, guys, to kind of keep up with the chat. Yeah, this is Mr. T. Check this thing out. This is 1983. Now, I was born in 1982. So this thing is almost as old as me. It's ridiculous. He doesn't do anything crazy, but he's in pretty good shape. It's worth about 15 or 20 bucks on the e-bezel, but I just figured I'd put him out here for some eye candy tonight. Check this guy out. This was a little action figure banger back in the day too. I think this was 1990, maybe. Let's see. What does his leg say? Some fun stuff. 1989 Columbia Pictures. This was Real Monsters. This is the Frankenstein. But you gotta love the ones where you squeeze the legs and they do something. I pity the fool to wear my jewels. How are those practice knives? What are you talking about? Oh, this thing? This is not a practice knife. This right here, is this what you're talking about? This cold steel push blade? This is an FGX, which is basically a fancy word for fiberglass reinforced plastic. And it's a push dagger. It doesn't come with a sheath or anything, but why don't we just buck and go this thing? Is anybody interested in this tonight? It's a 1 ounce carry. It's obviously not made of metal. Yeah, it could be practice. Let's see here. See if I can get this fired up here. I'm not working with my partner in crime tonight, so just gonna kind of take it slow. Gonna buck and go this. We'll do a 30-second start, and you guys have reduced shipping tonight. This is the FGX push blade by Cold Steel, so it is not made out of metal. The only thing that's metal is the little ring on it right there, which probably is removable. But if you need yourself a little push dagger and you want something super lightweight, lighter than metal, yeah, definitely won't set off the metal detectors. Not that I'm encouraging that type of behavior, but I don't know. They have a whole series of push daggers. Yeah, we have metal. We have a ton of metal push daggers, just not on tonight's show. This is the only one that I grabbed for tonight's show, and it's going for a steal, way less than wholesale cost. Tackle cutters with the giveaway bonus doorbuster deal of the evening. That's probably going to be our only dollar start, because this has been a sleepy summer here in Whatnot Land, and everybody's still on vacation. So next up, we're gonna take a look at the 9225 GI by SRM, also known as San Remo knives. Budget bangers for days. Oh, Christy's moderating. This one is really cool because it's not only an axis lock, but it's also a front flipper. So you can front flip the thing, or you can just straight up use the axis lock. It runs on bearings. It does have two-tone G10. Very lightweight. Blade is crazy centered. Doesn't have a nice tip up, deep carry pocket clip and blue tie. And can you front flip it? Yeah, you can give a little flick. I'm not that great at front flipping, but you want to mess around, give it a little flick of the wrist and a little push of the thumb. Very lightweight, very geometric. I just watched Transformers this evening, the end of it. I'm in my 40s, so I have to watch movies in 30-minute increments because I keep passing out. Can anybody relate to that? Yeah. There's SRM is a budget banger brand. They make real steel. They manufacture for Rake. We got some rakes later tonight on tonight's show. Let me see here what the M.A.P price is for this. This is what I say, the 9225, or is it the 7225? 9225. I'm a little dyslexic when it's 8 p.m. 52.95. So 52.95. I'm gonna start this one up. Bear with me, guys. I get my workflow going here. It's going to be cheap shipping because this thing weighs less than 4 ounces in the box. $53 start price is the cheapest you're going to find this one. I'm going to run these at 15-second auctions. So if anybody's interested, have at it. If you're not, then that's all good. We're playing show and tell tonight. So it's a front flipper and it's an axis lock. Obviously, Benchmade came up with the axis lock originally. They let the patent slip, and then every other Tom, Dick, and Harry jumped on board with it. So that one's going to be down in the sleepy section tonight. So let me clean this off. I'm going to have a little disorganized section over here to my left. What else we got working tonight? Let's see. We're going to do a 9211. It's 9211. Brand new in box, just like everything you're going to see tonight. 9211 is a budget banger because the M.A.P on this is only $20. So you're working with the same type of construction, axis lock. You got a thumb disc. Instead, you're working with ball bearing pivots, nice and drop shreddy goodness. You can kind of see the fluid motion of it. They do grease them from the factory. They put a little bit of grease on them, SRM. This is the regular 9211 comes in black G10, both sides of the handle. See the skeletonized insert right there. Skeletonized frame for weight reduction. You got a nice deep carry clip. It is not reversible for lefties, but it's definitely a budget banger. I'm not great with axis locks. I got to put it out there. It takes a little bit of practice to kind of get that smooth motion with when to release the axis lock. But you get the idea. This one's got a very cool blade shape. It's almost like a modified Tonto. A little bit upswept. Kind of like that. But yeah, let's bang this one out. Let's start it up at 20 bucks. If anybody needs it, it's ready for action. Very cheap shipping on it tonight as well. 15 seconds. We are live. So this is an Axis Lock SRM knives 9211 at minimum advertised price. Black G10, both sides of the handle. Anybody needs one, this is a nice, fresh, and crispy copy, ready for action, ready for some EDC rotation. All right, next up, if anybody's interested in the brown version, let me know. If you don't like the black, I do have the brown one kicking around somewhere here tonight. Next up, I got a really cool OKC knife that I want to show you guys. It's called the Shikra. It's actually titanium and micarta. Another absolute EDC budget banger because you're not going to find a knife with a titanium frame south of $80 anywhere. And you know OKC. Oh, I'm sorry. Not, would I say Oklahoma? It's Ontario Knives Company. Or was I just thinking it in my head? It's got a tip up or tip down carry clip. This is actually titanium stone with a dark acid stonewash on it. Deep carry tip up or tip down clip. You do have nice jimping on the spine here. It's slim. It's lightweight. Let me see. Let me get the actual weight for you guys so you can get an idea. It is coming in at 2.4 ounces. So 2.4 EDC weight. It does have 3 triple swoosh marks engraved into this beautiful micarta handle. The action on it is buttery smooth. It's running on bearings. Nice center blade. All checks all the boxes except for the ambidextrous clip. So if you're a lefty, can't mount the clip on the front. But could we do one on utility knives that does the full blade? Are you talking about the flip out? Yeah, we could do the arena flip out for sure. We got probably about like 10 left in stock right now. But yeah, we'll do that next. But look at the action on this thing. It almost has like a magnetic detent when it closes. Just clunks. Beautiful knife. The retail on this is about $59, I believe. And we're going to start this tonight at 40 bucks. $40 start. So if anybody wants a titanium frame knife with micarta front scales, I don't think there's any insert. It's just solid chunk of thick micarta, which is a very durable material. Let's get this fired up. $40 start. We can go live 15 seconds. So if you guys want it, have at it. Give you a couple more action shots. This is the OKC Shikra. If you're just popping in, thank you guys for hanging out. Not my goal tonight is not to sell a bajillion knives. It's just to play show and tell, get my jollies playing with knives. That's it. If anybody buys anything at minimum advertised price, then that is awesome. Appreciate you. Otherwise, we know it's summertime and a lot of people are just hanging out. They're not really in the spending mood because it's summertime and we all just are still paying off our vacations and whatnot, you know? And our whatnot bills. So let's see, next up, something different. Why don't we check out the Arena Accessories exclusive design? This is called the Routine. So it comes with a beautiful Kydex sheath. This one is a blem copy because it has this tiny little scratch right there. You can barely notice it. It only shows up in certain angles of light, but it's in Sandvik 1428, 14C 28N. I'm sorry, it's been a long day. Black micarta handle scales. You got jimping on the top spine. You got a nice confident grip, and it's a 6-inch overall length knife, so it's not a huge fixed blade. It's a nice horizontal carry, which I have this clip here that is awesome because you can flex it on your belt and you can pop it. You just push your finger right on that little edge right there, and you can slide it on and off your belt whenever you need to release the knife from the sheath. You just push, and the sheath almost launches off the blade with a little pressure. So it's really tight tension. There's no wiggle. There's no rattle. You got a weep hole right there in case your blade gets wet. You almost lost your screws on your routine. All right, all good. I got you. I got extra screws. We got tons of them, man. If you ever lose screws, we always support our products. So we always carry extra hardware. If our customers lose screws, we try our best to, especially when it's one of our exclusives. But this knife here, we have it on sale for its initial launch at $35 shipped. So tonight on Whatnot, we'll run a special. We'll do a $28 start. So $28. You got Sandvik steel. This is the entry level super steel. It's an awesome EDC fixed blade, and I'm gonna get it started up here. $28. Anyone needs it. And if this goes above $35, I will start throwing in bonuses. Bonus parts and accessories. Hey, have a great show, Refining. Appreciate you, man. Alrighty. Let's do let's see. Let's pull out a Kaiser. See if anybody needs a Kaiser. What do we got? Or we'll do the Sendcut. Sendcut's up on top first. Did I open this one yet? I don't know if I did. One of these I opened. Let's do this one instead. Brand new in the package. I opened it up just a peek. So this is the same company that brings you Civivi, and it's made by We Knives. Sendcut is their budget line, but this does not look like a budget knife. This one's got all of its paperwork, stickers, diddly doodads. This is a Crowley button lock. So we're working with wood handle scales, tip up deep carry clip, reversible to the front side if you're a lefty, and that button lock goodness. The D2 steel is super edge retentive, so you're not going to be sharpening this thing too often. The white blade Kaiser, the white box Kaiser is a fixie. We're going to get to that a little later, so hang out if you want to check it out. Right now, we're checking out this Crowley, and I got to say, this thing feels amazing for a button lock, especially a budget one. Budget shouldn't even be in the title. It does have a jimped flipper tab, a little bit of jimping right there, not even on the top, also on the back. It's really nice. Little attention to detail. You got jimping on the top spine, black PVD coated blade, or it's almost like a stonewash. It's almost like a dark stonewash, I'd say. It's a little bit matte finish, which is cool. But D2, wood scales. You don't see too many wood scale button locks in the budget range. Let me take a look at what the retail. The retail is coming in $58, and minimum advertised price is $48.50. So we'll round that down to $48. Let's start that up. If anybody was interested in this Sendcut, it's a $48 Sendcut. Ready, set, go. 15 seconds, and then I'll start chit-chatting about something else. Awesome. I like the wood grain on this. Nice texture. The routine has been your wife. Yeah, your work wife. It's hilarious. I wore it today too. Heck, it's on my belt right now. I'll show you. This is actually my prototype routine with the brown micarta. I don't even have the laser logo on the back of it. The Stonewatch does get worn off a little bit after many, many times of pushing it in and out of the Kydex, but that doesn't bother me. I don't really care. It's a nice, durable knife. You can see like the black starts to wear off the edges a little bit on the clip, but I don't care about that. I love this knife. This is going to be on me every day, and then sometimes also with a pocket knife in my pocket at the same time. Let's put the Sendcut away, and then we'll bust out the big Kaiser that somebody was interested in. The big one in the cream colored box. It's a fixed blade. Oh, Mr. T. I pity the fool that falls down during the knife show. I'll put his arms up, make him do something dramatic. There we go. Let's see what Kaiser is. I don't even remember, honestly. It's been probably a month since I looked at it. This is the Kaiser 1048A1. I don't know exactly what the model name was, but it's a D2 fixed blade. 1048. Beautiful boxes, beautiful packaging. They really put a lot of attention to detail into their knives. Beautiful display box. I mean, it's all in the details, right? Come with this little koala sticker. This one is micarta, D2 steel. We got the sheath underneath, I'm imagining here. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so we got a horizontal carry Kydex sheath. Nice retention on it. You do have these little snaps that you can mess around with. You probably can move them around if you prefer to. But nice horizontal carry fixed blade. This is an overall length of, it's looking like on just the blade alone, it's coming in 8 inches. So 8-inch blade length is coming in at 3.5, 3.25. Yeah, 3.5 sharpened portion. A little sharpening trail right there. Full tank construction, jimping. Guys, if I miss anything in the chat, just yell at me again because I'm not doing a good job here of paying attention. Blade stock on this bad baby is probably coming 3.5 millimeter, 3 millimeter. Yeah, not bad. So decent blade stock. It looks like a hollow grind, which hollow grinds are nice for that slicey dicey goodness. Nice curvature to the grind. And yeah, this. Let me just take a look at the M.A.P, and we'll fire it off if anybody needs it at minimum advertised price. Let's see what we got here. What did I say it was? The 1048. 1048. $59 M.A.P, and retail is $79. So you're gonna see it on the internet ranging anywhere between $59 and $79. If you need it, let's fire it off. $59 M.A.P, ready, set, go. We're live. If you need it, beautiful knife by Kaiser. Green micarta. I'm not sure if they went for green, but something like a tannish green. Beautiful finger hole for that extra retention so you don't lose the blade. Goes right like that crambit finger ring for your pinky. And let's move on to another Kaiser. How about we do that? Let me try one of the folders. I know we got a yacht somewhere kicking around over here in Jade Green. You guys like Jade Green G10? All I'm doing tonight is making a mess for myself to clean up later. And my wife can yell at me later about that. Let's see. We got a Kaiser Spot. We got a Kaiser Yacht. And we got a Kaiser Rapids. So let's pull out the Yacht. Something I'll never probably even have the pleasure of traveling on in my lifetime. Let's see. Who the heck rides on yachts? Nobody that I know. Let's see. What's so cool about Kaiser? They really put attention to detail in their packaging. They even throw the spare hardware inside here. You got a spare bag of screws. They don't even charge you for that. That's amazing. They're just like, we're just going to hook you guys up in case, just in case. Brand new in the package. This thing runs on bearings. And it's running that Nitro V steel. Green G10. Jade green. Reversible pocket clip for lefties. Jimping on the top spine ramp. Stonewash finished blade. Beautiful action. You will just, as soon as you get a ball bearing pivot Kaiser in your hand, you'll notice the action feels like double the price that you spent on it. The drop bear, yeah, dude. I don't think you can really go wrong with very many Kaisers. Like we're actually an approved dealer with Kaiser. We're going to be doing a big order with them direct from China pretty soon because I don't like middlemen and I don't like buying through distributors because that's not how you do good business. You're much if you ever have issues with the product, you're much better that you're going through the actual factory, and you're going to get the best price that way as well. So, are they working with Timu? Oh, that's not something I like to hear. I didn't hear about that one, but yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that to see what you're talking about. Starting price on this one, let's take a look. I'm not even sure, man. I'm so busy. I don't even have a chance to list this on our website yet. I'll get it for you in 2 seconds. The retail on this is $60 retail, and the minimum advertised price is $45. So we can bang this one out for $45 tonight. If you're interested, get it fired up. $45. Anybody needs it. Ready, steady. 15 seconds to go. It's lefty friendly if you want to reverse the clip. Like I said, the action on that thing is very nice. I'm not familiar with all the different models yet of Kaiser. I got to get myself familiarized. I'm sure I will soon once I get the whole list from my sales rep. But yeah, I'm like just finalizing my dealer application. I just need to send back the signed agreement, and we're ready for action. So yeah, I've been carrying San Remo SRM stuff for a very long time. And I just need to get another great mid-range brand. I think Kaiser's the way to go because besides, I mean, my main focus is private label and doing exclusive designs. Like I actually started as a graphic designer, and so I really have that need to design stuff, and I haven't been able to really utilize that creative need in a while. This is the Rapids model by Kaiser. Beautiful micarta handle scales, obviously flippable clips for lefties, tip up carry only, black coated liners, and blade, dual thumb stud deployment. Action is crazy good on it. Let me see what the map is on this baby. Rapids. I didn't prepare the show because I was like, it's going to be dead tonight anyway, so I'm not wasting my time. Really, this is honest truth, guys, full transparency. This is going to be the sleepiest show that we probably ever run on whatnot. And that's fine because I just like talking about knives. Yep. So this is retail at $79 and minimum advertised price is $59. I will fire it up, do the auction a little bit longer while I chit chat about it, about what I like about it. What did I just say? $59. 59 minimum. So you're not going to find it any cheaper anywhere on the internet if you need one. And it's cool because it's got a almost like a two-tone micarta over either looks like over G10 scale. Very nice. Am I getting that right? Or am I talking nonsense here? No, it's black and brown micarta. So this whole thing is actually solid micarta, but they got two different colors out of it, which is kind of interesting. I've never seen a knife that did that. Ball bearing pivot. I believe what did you see on Etsy? Spyderco on Etsy for 45. Yeah, there's a lot of fake Spydercos kicking around. You got to be careful. Those people selling them on Etsy are not always selling authentic Spydercos because anybody and their cousin can join those platforms. Heck, there was somebody selling fake Benchmades on here a couple months ago. They got kicked off real fast. So, what's up, Bear Fork? How's it going, buddy? Last Kaiser that we got to show and tell tonight is the Spot, the Kaiser Spot. This is about a 3-inch blade, a little under 3-inch. I love this G10. It's like a black and red swirly G10. Look at that blade profile. Beautiful Warncliffe. Reverse Tonto style. Jimping for days up on the top spine. You got a deep carry tip up clip. That one's not reversible. So if you don't like the extra screw holes for aesthetics, then this is the one for you. But if you're a lefty, you're not going to like it as much. Yeah, anything you want to figure out what the value is, just do some research. I mean, there's if you can access Terapeak, that's probably one of the best research tools. It goes back 3 years on the e-bezel, and that's a good place to start. Yeah, what is the name? Do you guys know what the name of this handle material is? This exact type of G10? I know it's G10, but it's got like a swirly design to it. Hang on a sec. I think there's a specific style. They probably melt it somehow. G Marcus. Yeah, exactly. It is purdy. It's got like a dark stonewash clip on this bad baby. It's got a light stonewash blade in Warncliffe. And then the overall carry size is pretty reasonable. I mean, it's like a 7-inch knife. So yeah, 7-inch, and the blade length is about little under 3 inches. And what's the map on this? It's the spot liner lock in black and red. 154 cm steel blade. So this is a super steel right here. You're never gonna have to really sharpen this thing if you're using it for light duty. They're not even my distributor is not even telling me what kind of G10 this is, but yeah, it's I call it red and black B red swirl G10. So retail on this $92. Minimum advertised price is $69. So if Damascus G10, okay, yeah, I guess we'll call that G Mascus, not Marcus. Okay, so autocorrect fail there. The G Mascus G10, I like that. I bet you we're gonna see a lot more colors hitting the market now that that's getting popular. So G Mascus. Let's get this baby started up at $69. If anybody needs it, 154 cm steel is nothing to scoff at. Forgive my slowness tonight. Warncliffe was one of my favorite blade profiles for sure. On our first titanium balisong that we put out, our exclusive on the website, I did a Warncliffe blade design, and we call it the Dub. Very cool knife. Same style blade profile. Anybody looking for anything specific tonight? Because if I do have something among the brands mentioned, just call it out, and I will try my best to dig. No, I actually don't have any Civivis tonight. Only had that one Sendcut Crawley, and it's still available. Got something on the cheap if you guys want to see a Summit. We got a Summit gear, carbon fiber flipper, nice satin finish blade, carbon fiber laminate over G10 scales, tip up carry clip, ball bearing pivot. They're not specific about which blade steel that they use, but I have sold this knife under a different brand because this is one of those knives that's a production model. I really think that this steel is probably something decent like D2. They just don't label it. Because I had the Hen and Rooster version. We sold out of those. Those were retailed around like 65, and they went quick. But those were D2 steel. So I don't know. This steel could probably range anywhere between 440 EC, 8CR. I mean, they just don't say. The Summit Gear is a pretty progressive private label knife brand, which if I was buying this knife, I wouldn't be worried about the brand. I'd be worried about the factory it came out of. And this factory for sure does really nice work. The factory that makes this also makes a lot of Comrade knives as well. And I figured that out just my own common observations. But let's see. Summit. I don't know what the retail is on this. It's probably gonna somewhere around 40 or 50. Let's see. The retail is actually it's $28 retail. So why don't we start this baby off at $20 if anybody needs it? $20 carbon fiber laminate pocket knife, runs on bearings. $20. I love the blue accents that they did on the pivot, hardware, and the dual thumb studs. You can thumb flick it just as easily as you flip it with the flipper tab. So it does have a nice little bit of texturization going here on the handle. So sometimes people complain about, yeah, exactly. For a budget knife, it's incredible value. sometimes CF can be a little bit too slippery dippery, you know, and so that's what's nice when they kind of machine it out on the edges, just to get you a little bit extra grip when you're working with it. So very cool knife. Let's see, Rough Rider. This is the Rough Rider copper model. Okay, nobody really knows about this one. This one's crazy good because it's VG10, Japanese VG10 steel, and it's running a cleaver, sheep's foot cleaver style blade. Drop sheddy, ball bearing pivot goodness, black liners, silver clip, tip up carry. No lefty love on this one, but beautiful copper handle scales that are going to patina just from touching them up every day. The oils from your hands are going to get them all colored like your favorite penny in your coin purse. So if you don't own copper and you're into collecting different materials, VG10 is no joke. It's a super steel in itself, and it's made by Rough Rider. So we're gonna start this one up tonight. $50. $50 for VG10 steel is crazy cheap. So another budget banger by Rough Rider. It's a China-made knife. Beautiful lockup. There's no blade play. There's no lock rock. Beautiful blade centering. And it's different. It's not something anybody that you're hanging out with is going to have because nobody really knows about this model. Very obscure model. And it's gone. Next up, let's do a couple more. Let's do Remington. This is the budget banger of the summer that I've discovered. It looks like it's in an ammo box, but it's a D2 tool steel Remington with G10 scales, both sides of the handle, ball bearing pivot flipper, liner lock. Beautiful size. It's not too small, not too long. It's probably about a 7-inch knife. Yeah. And blade length coming in around 3. Something like that. 3 1/4. We can do this baby for $20 hairs as well. And D2 tool steel by Remington. Jumping on that top spine. Let's get it going. Very cheap shipping because overall, with the box, it's only less than 4 ounces. Beautiful action. A little oil on the backside right out of the box. Satin finish bolster, satin finish blade. Drop point. And like I said, reversible pocket clip, if I didn't mention that, for lefties, lanyard hole. And that's about all I have to say about that. Alrighty. Let's do something else. We got a Bruise Blades D2 steel. This is, I think, the Silent Warrior or something like that. Silent Soldier. Look at this grip. It's crazy. You can get your fingers on 3-finger grip on the handle and then a finger through the blade for that extra confident grip, or you can hold it with a 4-finger grip on the handle with the top spine jimping. This thing's super thick and girthy. You got a jimped top spine with another jimping line going through the center, which is kind of different. Yeah, this thing's sick. The handle scales are like a GRN. It does have a reversible clip as well. And this one's in D2 tool steel. Ball bearing pivot, liner lock, all day, worth every bit of $40. We're gonna start it at $40. If anybody needs it, have at it. Give you a couple more action shots. What's up? What's that? Oh, we're gonna run the flipper. That'll be the last knife of the night. What's up, Fast Freddy? Pity the fool. Yeah, you interested in this guy? He's $15 if you need him. He's 1983, vintage. Beautiful. Beautiful copy. And we got the Franken monster. Blah! Blah! Random things that we come across here. All right, so we had a request for the Arena Accessories flip out with the screw type. The screw type blade holder. So the way this works is you unscrew this with your thumb, and it's very similar to the new Civivi Elementum, only this was out long before the Civivi utility. You tighten up the screw, and it's drop shutty, nicest utility knife you'll ever own because it's full titanium clip, frame lock, construction, running on ceramic ball bearing pivot. And you got something of note is the almost 2-inch exposed blade edge right there. That's a lot of blade edge. You don't even have to worry about flipping around your blade because it's most of it's exposed. Most of it's in use already. A pity the fool, Mr. T. Pities the fool that doesn't own at least one Arena Accessories knife. This is one of our most popular, and we also have the quick change version on our website. But this one is in the buy it now section. We have it, I think, what is it, 85 bucks or 80 bucks, something like that. We're going to do a show special. We'll drop it for $70. If anybody needs this tonight, 70 bucks. Ceramic ball bearing pivot. You got a titanium frame lock with a stainless steel lock bar insert. We have the full rebuild kit on our website. It's going to be available for years to come because we like to stock product support. Beautiful blade centering, beautiful action, and it's one of those knives that you get when you want something nice, but you don't want to have to constantly resharpen it. That's all good, Mike. But anyways, guys, it's been real. We didn't sell jack crapola, but we still had fun doing it. So give us a follow if you're looking for the winner's choice style auctions. We'll be doing some of those pretty soon. Hopefully we get a little bit more action here. But we hope that everybody has a great night. And let's raid Refining Fire. Tell them we sent you. Have a great evening.